We the ones don't like. What you look like? Bank account looking like yikes.
Boy, your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Finally gave it to us and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. Cause when I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pen in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former third-round pick from Colorado State. It's Garrett Grayson.
Well-schooled in pro-style offense while at Colorado State. He was the third quarterback taken in the 2015 draft behind Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota.
Now Grayson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority one.
Grayson now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott dumps it off to Gurley. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game. Pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Prescott now on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Josh Carraway in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play?
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This is intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety, and I was in.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage is excellent downfield.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And a juke this time. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down throw for Prescott. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Looking to throw. Prescott flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. A little juke. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hurry up, here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big three-point play right there, couldn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking in calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second down, Prescott, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Prescott now from the 50. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Gets around him. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On up. Another carry now for Gurley. And up. Unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The former Bronco scored a touchdown for him in the Super Bowl. Malik Jackson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football. Throwing here, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Here's Prescott. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life